Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Thank you very much for coming to honor this auspicious occasion, which is a very dear one to you as professionals that I know. And I must say that I say thank you to all environmental engineers here present for not just protecting our environment, but trying to create a world where our environment would not need to be protected. For those who do not know what you go through, they may not know what you're doing. But for some of us who have taken the pains to try to know what environmental engineering is all about, I say kudos to you all. And I say you all deserve a resounding round of applause. Can you please give yourself a resounding round of applause? Welcome you all. Inauguration of the National Executive Committee members with the theme Food, Energy, Water Nexus, their impact on global warming and flooding. I bet you this occasion is going to be an impact-filled one, a fun-filled one, and that which we will all have deliberations and solutions to take home. Once again, can we all give ourselves a deserving round of applause? Everybody here seated, we're all special guests of honor here. But please permit me to specially and specifically recognize some people in our midst and invite them to the top table. We recognize and invite to the top table the host of this occasion, the 13th National Chairman of the Nigerian Institution of Environmental Engineers, Engineer S.M. Odukoya. Can we please give him a round of applause when he gets to the table? Thank you, sir. Recognized here duly today and invite us to the top table is the President, the Nigerian Society of Engineers, who also doubles as the chairman of today's occasion. She is Engineer Mrs. Margaret Aino Obutala, FNSE, FNIE, FNSCHE. Can we please give a very, very rousing welcome to this beautiful engineer coming. When you find a woman in the field of men, she really deserves all the accolades. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for your business. On the top table is the 14th National Chairman of the Nigerian Institution of Environmental Engineers. And he is Engineer Nurini Adekoyega Ogunyemi, FNIE. I would also like to invite to the top table the head of Civil Engineering Department of the Redeemers University, and all the way from Osun State. He is the guest speaker for today's occasion, and he is Professor Ifeoluwa Adeoye. Let's belong to our present here. Ifeoluwa and they will be upstanding for recognition. Thank you very much. And can we put our hands together for this beautiful woman? And also, to join the members of the top table, is a director all the way from Yaba Tech. He is a professor and none other than Engineer Dr. Ibrahim Adedotunmu Abdul. He is also conferring here today. And we give him a round of applause. He is the rector of Yaba Tech. Engineer Dr. Ibrahim Adedotunmu. She is the chairman of the Polytechnic, Lagos. Thank you very much for calling. We also recognize the 12th national chairman of this great institution. Can you be upstanding for recognition, sir? Recognition will follow suit when they come around. We'll have some dignitaries join us very soon and we'll do their due recognition. But in the meantime, can we all as a patriotic Nigerian stand up for the national anthem? 2, 3.
Let me start on our protocol. The chairman of the council, the president and chairman of the council, the council set of engineers, Mrs. Margaret Mutara, FNSC, FNW, FNG, the government official here present, the guest speaker of the education, professor, one of our professors from our university, apparently we are from the city of Africa, and also engineer of the place. Having our professor of the land is a great honor. The branch chairman, the Kenya, our great man, please, let's wave your hand, let us see you. How to get that? The branch of mother of all branch. The branch chairman of other area in Lagos, our San Lagos, they are present. The past national chairman, one of the great ones here, Engineer OES Ajani, LNC, LNW, my immediate was my IPC day. Now I'm finding out, like I did the other day. Also, I want to recognize my chairman because since January and good afternoon or good morning. Yeah. So I want to also recognize everyone here present and coming. So My mama, when I went home, I was surprised to see you. I was surprised. So I also invite all of that family members that are present. I don't know if you are from Lagos State of the Parliament and other resources. You're welcome. And the press, ladies and gentlemen of the press, this morning is a privilege for me to witness the end of a journey that I started 2 years ago. Money started and they became where like this, they were not able to hand over. But it's not just by making, but the grace of God upon the life. So please help me celebrate God for this day's occasion. For many people sign out at this present day. Well, my wife don't talk. You know why I'm very delighted? Is that I have the first female president of Nigerian Society of Engineers and Engineers. All the not as the president and chairman of the council of the Council of Engineers, not in Lagos, but I'm saying throughout the Federation of Nigeria. They are present in our midst. By a schedule is not up to me, but rather to come and honor us in Lagos. So please help me to welcome her. Mark, you are welcome her. We are highly elated to see you around us and to honor us. You are really our mother. Like mother. Good morning, my fellow elders and corporate and student members of this day's institution. It has been a wonderful experience since I took over the mantle of leadership of the Grand Institution of the Inauguration in January 2022. How challenging it could be running this division live at this institution across the nation, across the globe. And I cannot but appreciate the efforts of the state chapters, the national, every members of this institution that supported me during the time. Well, to south, east to west, yes, even across the globe, what we like to visit Manchester and maintain professional programs such as those that were held in Grand Star in the last 2 years. Both online, which have become part of us, and also an item in some cases. So that's why the challenges in this world economy that have particularly that face all of the of Nigeria, it is a great one. You know, all of us know when I started, I was just small. Now it has become something else that everybody is carrying about, and I don't know, maybe dollar has become a trademark for us in Nigeria. That our needs of a change, and that affected all our activities. Well, with the obvious fact, all the field of engineering is part in the environment. We have to change our life to the largest division of the Council of Engineers. In foreign to this level, our division has, in the last year, been able to deepen its role in engineering development of our great country through all our vibrant chapters. While celebrating the quick numbers of distinguished professionals as fellows of this institution. What a privilege! It was a part of such amazing institution filled with such amazing, wonderful and resourceful people. Determined and to that create and maintain and sustainable environment. I enjoy working with my team, all my peers, know the ceremony, and enjoy peace during my tenure. And that is why we are able to achieve the achievement that we have. So, fulfill being part of it might be small, but I'm fulfilled. And the latest thing is to take the next handover and take the activity to the next level by incoming channel. So, what about we are blessed with many people who have so many ideas and ready to strengthen the division in proficient manner. And we are ready to ensure we sustain the eco-friendly environment that we have started building. At this point, I will sincerely draw the attention of the incoming chairman to the need to expand our frontiers by creation of more chapters both local and international, while connecting to the private sector for more collaboration toward building an eco-friendly and sustainable environment. Can they give the 14th National Chairman Engineer Nigerian MNSC, MNW, all the support required. So I rise to join my presenters who are mentors to us in these divisions. By thanking and appreciating all you again for one day for coming, please accept my tolerance of utmost regards always. NIE towards sustainable environment. Engineer SN Kudukoya. FMNC, when I started, I was being part of FMNC, and I ended with FMNC. FMNC, that's like my heart. Thank you very much for your attention this morning. Please do your work.
Is that all you can get? Thank you very much, sir. Is a special advisor to the governor of Lagos State, the most vibrant state in Nigeria and the economic hub of sub-Saharan Africa. You definitely know it's not an easy task to work in a state like that. You work 24/7, having little sleep. It is the special advisor to the governor, Ministry of the Environment and Water Resources, the only ministry in Lagos State where the Article D. I'm sure we don't understand you're expecting to see a very old person, but this is Lagos State where the governor works with young hands, creative and innovative minds to really move the state forward. A greater Lagos. Thank you very much, of course. May I also invite to the top table Mrs. Kafilat Olunabisi, the wife of the 14th National Chairman, NIE, to take a right Yes, sir. Mr. Esesa, before you came in, we just did a due recognition and the work of address for what you met us with. So at this point, I'd like to welcome to the podium the president of NSE.
Of the Nigerian Association of environmental engineers, government officials represent permitting to recognize the special advisor to the Lagos State Governor on Environment and Water Resources, Mr. Olakule Akudu, who has just been arrested today to join the Nigerian Society of Engineers. I'm sure that you are a member. Are you also correct? Is it correct? Okay, so it's going to do, I charge Engineer Olukoya to ensure that in the next few weeks, there is current council in March. You may not be able to make that, that's just in 2 weeks' time, but you can make the one of June. By June council of current, Engineer Olukoya, by current council of June, it should be registered as a member. First national chairman of the Nigerian Institution of Environmental Engineers represents, chairman of other divisions of the Nigerian Society of Engineers represents, chairman of branches, present and past represents, permit me to recognize one of the members of my entourage to this event, Engineer Lutus Ogumola. The guest speaker, very distinguished guest speaker, the special guest of honor, the rector, fellows of the Nigerian Society of Engineers here present, very distinguished guests here present, members of the Nigerian Society of Engineers here present, corporate members, graduate members, and student members of the Nigerian Society of Engineers here present, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed an honor for me to be here today. And like the outgoing chairman said, I was due to be in Maiduguri today. The Association of Consulting Engineering in Nigeria is having its investiture tomorrow in Maiduguri. It will also have been an opportunity for me to visit the branch. We have 2 branches now in Maiduguri, one in Maiduguri and one in Yewa. But a few days ago, it occurred to me that this is Lagos, and I started my engineering career in Lagos. And I also started my political career in NSC in Lagos. So I thought that I should be here today. And I've since asked that my deputy president represent me in Maiduguri. So I'm delighted to be here today. And it is my pleasure really to be here as chairman of this event, being the inauguration of Engineer Nigerian at MNSC, as the 14th chairman of the Nigerian Institution of Environmental Engineers, a division of the Nigerian Society of Engineers. There is no doubt that the election of Engineer will be able to stir the affairs of the institution, derives from the confidence of the members in his capabilities as a thoroughbred professional. I am confident that with the support of every member of his division, NIE will achieve a lot under his leadership. On the topic of today's lecture, on the topic of today's lecture, which is global warming and flooding impacts, flood and food, energy and water nexus, I would say that it is indeed a testimony to the fact that the leadership of NIE is truly forward-looking by aligning the division's programs with the global objectives of the society. Global warming and its attendant consequences for food security is a burning issue across the globe. Specifically in Nigeria, it has heightened the competition for grassland between agrarians and pastoralists in our countryside, leading to regular conflicts that often result in complete annihilation of communities in some areas. It is also with due consideration for the dire negative effects of climate change on food security that the Council of the Nigerian Society of Engineers approved the theme for the 2024 National Engineering Conference as Sustainable Engineering Solutions to Food Security and Climate Change. And that is why I said earlier that the NIE is well aligned with the objectives and programs at the national level. I have no doubt that our guest lecturer of today, Engineer Professor Ifeanyi FNSC, an erudite and accomplished academic, will give us enough knowledge to chew on with regards to solutions to the perennial problem. I, therefore, enjoin us all to listen to him attentively. This brings me to the cogent point that needs to be emphasized to the NSC divisions for appropriate alignment of objectives. The NSC divisions or institutions were conceptualized to be the professional development arm of the society. Divisions are supposed to be seen to be conducting more of research activities, organizing conferences, seminars, and workshops that enhance the professional capacity and capability of members in the respective fields of engineering. However, what we see today are ceremonies, fellowships, course visits, and so on, which are a complete aberration to the original statutory mandate of divisions of NSC. Therefore, I employ the NIE and indeed all other divisions to return to being the strong pillars of NSC and concentrate more on the mandate for which they were established and not be distracted by ceremonies. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2024 National Engineering Conference will hold between the 18th and 24th of November 2024. I'm using this opportunity to invite all members of NSC and other development stakeholders to take advantage of the early bird window to register for the conference. I encourage you all to check out the NSC website, which is nsc.org.ng, for more details. My dear colleagues and distinguished invited guests, during my investiture ceremony, I unveiled the strategic agenda, the mandate of Murtala Presidency Strategic Agenda, MOSA in short, that will guide our administration in its 2-year tenure. MOSA is carried on 5 strong pillars as listed below. Number 1, membership development. Number 2, improving intergovernmental, industry, academia collaboration. Number 3, reinforcing international relations mechanisms. Number 4, reimaging the NSC for better publicity and governance structure. And number 5, improved community impact. I'm happy to inform you that we have since hit the ground running, and I use this opportunity to beckon on all members and all stakeholders to key into the agenda to help take our society to higher grounds. In a few days, we shall be marking the World Engineering Week on the 4th of March 2024. And deriving from one of the strategic pillars of MOSA, we shall be unveiling and launching a strategic specialized skills training for young engineers, for 100 young engineers. And that will just be the beginning. That will be the beginning of such training, which will be held in 6 geopolitical zones every year. It is expected that we will have, at the end of the day, train 6,000 young engineers in emerging technology and trends. And I thought we will give NSC a round of applause for that. Thank you. Furthermore, our members here will recall are being circulated intermittently, that the Secretariat is about to publish a list of financially up-to-date members in national newspapers. I wish to implore those who have not updated their membership status to contact the headquarters by email via database at nsc.org.ng for guidance. The list is scheduled to be released in the newspapers on 1st of March 2024. While thanking you all for your attention, I wish Nigerian and the members of the Executive Committee of NIE a very fruitful tenure in office, just as I congratulate the immediate past national chairman for a very successful tenure. Thank you.
The University lecturer is someone well-grounded in the field. He's our guest lecturer, a supervisor to a whole lot of engineering, masters, and PhD graduate students. A former ASU chairman, OAU branch. He is an ordained pastor, and currently the head of civil engineering department, Redeemers University, Ete, Osun State. He is engineer, Professor Ifeoluwa Kempi Adeomi. Can we put our hands together for our guest lecturer at the University lecture?
Our additional chairman is the trailblazer, the first president, the first female president we have in NS, an achiever, engineer Mrs. Obutala. We are really waiting for other women to follow. The representative of the governor, Special Advisor on Environment, and the celebrant of today, Engineer Nuru Ogunyemi. Observing all other protocols, my brother, Engineer Olowe, and the director of Yamaha Poly. You are all recognized. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for being around to celebrate one of us. Engineer Nuru Ogunyemi was my student in OAU, and they have remained in contact. And when I was told that I would be here for this program, I was delighted and I'm fulfilled. It's a joy for us when we see our children progress. And usually I tell them, you will increase and we will also progress, not that we will decrease. And I'm happy that he has become our national chairman today. For the next 2 years, I pray that you will succeed in this call. I want to appreciate your family, your wife in particular, for the moral home support. Without the home support, many of us cannot make it. I have my wife as a testimony, a very lovely woman that while I was being restless, fighting cause for OAU staff, she was always in the prayer room. I want to appreciate the organizers of this program for giving me the privilege to stand before you this morning. When we talk of food, energy, water, nexus, and the impact they have on global warming and flooding, the three are inseparable and they are necessities. We need food, we need water, and we also need energy. Majority of industries in Nigeria that are relocated is because they don't have access to steady electricity supply. And this is why we need to look inwards and see how best we can solve the problems related to these three tripods in our environment. I want to use this opportunity to appreciate my Vice Chancellor, Professor Shedrack, for allowing me to be here today. We're in exams already, and at short notice, he gave me the privilege to attend this program. And my engineer, Professor Shashon, if they had not supported my cabinet, I won't be here. I'm happy. I will just be very brief. The outline for my presentation has shown. God made everything. I'm one of those who believe in God, and I believe in the power of creation. And God in Genesis chapter 1 gave every one of us power to have opinion on our environment. Unfortunately, man has been misusing this power of dominion in several ways. And when you look inwards, most of the problems that relate with environmental pollution, global warming, are man-made. And this is why it's important for us. This is why it's important for us to see how best to address the issues of global warming and flooding. The next slide, you see that we have issues of global warming, and I've tried to see how to summarize that. The major impact on the environment, especially in the atmosphere, is carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, and some chemicals that affect the ozone layer. And once this is affected, it allows large quantity of radiation to hit the Earth's surface and melt the ice caps, and therefore there will be flooding. Now, Ayeto community is a seaside community in Ondo State. Recently, that community has been submerged because of high rising water level along their area. The majority of them have been relocated. And in the majority of urban communities where proper sanitation is not observed, domestic and city waste are washed into waterways during rainfall. Some residents also deliberately bring out their refuse and drop them into drains. Some buildings are also constructed in waterways, thus blocking the flow of runoff and causing flooding of communities. Proper disposal of waste is important, especially plastic waste needs to be collected and recycled. Now, the slide you are looking at is the Port community in Rivers State. And the next slide shows three major areas. From that particular picture, you see emissions into the atmosphere. When I was working in Bayelsa State, there is a daily burning of fossil fuel. The gas that should have been piped and to communities to reduce cost of cooking gas are flared every 24/7 hour, and all this contribute to global warming. And you will also see that refuse are drawn along that waterway. After some time, this will be washed into the sea, to the beach, and then affects the lives of aquatic lives. Recently, people have been finding plastics in fish they buy in the markets, microplastics, and so many other problems that are related with pollution. Now, recycling of plastic waste is one major area and method that we can use to reduce global pollution. If we pass through refuse dumps along the highways and some other locations, you see refuse being bought every day. And majority of these are plastics. And some people collect those plastics and resell them to those who recycle. And unfortunately, some of those plastics that are collected, some will have urinated into it, some will have used them to prepare concoction. And those who want to buy peanuts and on the highway does not know what has been the content of that bottle before. And this is why we need to be very careful when we buy things along the highway. The plastics can be recycled into interlocking paving bricks, and these can be used in reducing pollution. Some of my students in the past have worked on, can we make lining for sand fields by using plastic mixed with clay and some other things. And we found that about 3 to 5% of plastic mixed with sand can give a very impermeable solid material that can be used even in construction of buildings where there is water logging. One can use that type of log that is made with plastic. So do the foundation. It will not degrade and it will be very solid. Now, the plastic recycling into paving bricks above is done in heated drums to melt the shredded plastics. It's good technology to reduce pollution. Those who use that local technology will not have protective equipment. They will not cover their nose, they inhale some of those fumes, and over time they begin to have very serious health challenges, especially respiratory diseases, pneumonia, and some other problems. There is a garden that is made with recycled plastic in Europe. Recycled plastic, instead of burning it, there was also one man who came from the US and in Guinea decided to construct a water hotel near the beach using plastics as buoyant materials for his project. Now, the food, energy, water measures of environmental degradation, almost all engineering activities related to construction, exploration, mining, all contribute to environmental degradation. For instance, when dams are designed and constructed to pound a perennial water body, the reservoir created behind the dam covers ground that are being used as farmland or housing community. And such places are people in that location will be displaced and have to be relocated. The borrow pits and other materials transported from other locations to such sites result in land degradation. However, if the common good, looking at the benefits, outweigh the impacts, the project will be done. Food production. Roles of environmental engineers in mitigation of impacts. I want to say here that it's not only engineers that have interest in the environment. There are also scientists that contribute to environmental development. Pharmacists, biochemists, agriculturists, all these roles have one impact on the other through their professional input into the environment. But majority of those who affect the environment most are engineers. And this involves agricultural engineers. When we say environmental engineers, we are not only saying civil engineers. We have agricultural engineers, chemical engineers like our outgoing chairman, civil engineers, computer engineers, electrical engineers, environmental engineers, mechanical engineers, petroleum engineers, mining engineers. All these have roles to play in environmental management. Now, the transition from a linear economy to circular one, when we look closely on how do we reduce the impact on the environment, we need to understand that we have air environment, we have physical environment, political environment, social environment, industrial environment. All these areas, in production generally, what most people have been using is just a linear way of economy. That is, you get your raw materials, you process them, waste are generated and disposed, some are released into the environment, and the packaged food or packaged product is sold out. And after use by the owner, the unneeded material is then left out as waste. But then is another person's raw materials that can bring good money. And that's why the focus presently globally is on circular economy. And what we mean by circular economy? We have seen raw material being converted to products, being bought and used, and then the trash results. But for circular resource, the raw material comes in, processed as usual, consumed, and the resources are then recovered. Part of it will then go back into production. Instead of using virgin materials, we now use recycled products, especially plastic and some other materials of value. And most of our parents are knowledgeable about this. In any period that there is an economic recession, the whole world is going through a recession. It's not peculiar to Nigeria. As people were rioting in Nigeria and protesting, people were also rioting in Sweden and all over the world. So it's not a local phenomenon to Nigeria alone. And God has blessed us in so many ways. Police has developed. Instead of using tear gas, they were distributing biscuit and water to those who are protesting. It's a progress for us. It's a progress. Circular economy is a global language of mantra where in our different fields we will need to have an algorithm to think through what will happen to any resource that we may think is a waste, overcoming limitations in developing economies. The nationwide outcry about high cost of everything from water to food and other essential commodities is more or less a wake-up call. Finding solutions to energy, developing our own steel industry to be able to have local access to flagships, in addition to the roads to develop our industries, is symbolic. Individually, we must have a change in attitude and believe in ourselves. One of my old students is shown here in our report. He's supposed to be here. His undergraduate, his undergraduate project. His own work was to use bamboo as reinforcement for concrete. And we modeled that with slab, and we also modeled with beams. And we found that we could conveniently use bamboo for reinforcement, provided if it's a beam, if the opening under it is not more than 3 meters, we can still work on it. And what people call waste is useful material. In the picture there, the bricks this interlocking bricks we were using in our incubation center activity. It's made with sawdust wood ash. A former student found that if you use sawdust wood ash as pozzolanic material, and mix it with latex and rate it as our parents do this it develops strength similar to when you use Portland cement. Similar strength. 10%, 8%. There is no difference in the cube analysis that was done. And I encourage us to use this same method. Without using Portland cement or the bricks that were made to cut our workshop in the incubation center at Ife. We just sort of that. The only place where we used Portland cement was the first mortar that was used in bonding the material to the floor. Once the first coat is already done, within 1 hour you can complete the house if the bricks are ready. Interlocking bricks. And a lot of works have been done in this. Even the institute in Water, Federal Institute for Nigerian Institute for Building Roads, Infrastructure Research. They have a 3-story building there that is their workshop, made from just the only concrete work at the frame that has no cement in it, and they are standard products. So these are focus. We've also used ordinary bamboo as reinforcement in that particular location for our work. And rather than burn the plastic waste, we use the plastic and assemble it to create a wall like glass cube, so that it's translucent, so that air can break through the waste and all that. So, in conclusion, I will ask, if we want to move forward and change our environment, we have the resources. In moments like these are periods where we can challenge ourselves to say, what is that in your hand? God asked Moses, what was that in your hand? He said, just an ordinary law. It did not become an ordinary law. It changed into something valuable. That woman that was the widow, Tanewi, the taking care of her children. What's that you have? She said, nothing. Then she remembered I have a pot of oil in the house. And that pot of oil made her the oil magnet, the first oil magnet in the Bible. By faith. Then when we also look inwards, you will find that there are some things we have as talents that you can convert in this period of stress, this period where there is recession. That is when God needs so many people, because they can look inwards. Rather than burn plastics, Norma has been doing a very wonderful job for almost a year. This is Lola I don't know whether she's there. She was at her first president. Mama yes, yes, was at our first conference in 2009. And Norma focused on collecting waste. But the money spent on transportation is the highest cost in waste management. Because instead of them collecting to the long distance, why can't we look for localized processing points where waste can be converted into some valuable uses? What do you have in the house? What product or services can I give to meet specific needs of the society? It's not by prayer alone. You can pray from now to eternity, it will not come to money. But if you have a product or service that you are giving to the community to bring you money, and this is why we engineers was looking what are the challenges in the environment. For my PhD, I worked on palm connections. I didn't want to work on it because my other said this is what we want carbon. Everything about the palm tree is money. The palm kernel shells, we produce activated carbon that are being imported from Malaysia, from all these third world countries. And I have a patent on 2 types of activated carbon that can remove heavy metals and most of the impurities that are in water. And it's one of the reasons we had that technology incubation center allocated to us. We want to go into mass production. I don't want the patent to just waste. And we can sell all that. There is medical carbon. that is used in removing poison in the body. And if I tell you that the sugar that we throw away is valuable material for this activated carbon, you will be amazed. The processing method is available, and that's what we in engineering must do. How can we make water safe? Even most of the pure water that are sold today are not that pure. There are bacteria grown in some of the samples. And bottled water is expensive. We pay for the container, not what is the context. Because if you buy a sachet of water, pure water, 60 ml, and this is just about 1.5 times that, you pay 10 naira or 20 naira for the sachet water for this. So what you are paying for is the processing and then the packaging. So we need to look inwards and see how best we can, as a man or woman, think so is that we should leave this ceremony with a resolve to use our talents to build our nation. Thank you all for your attention.
Thank you very much, sir. But this man has allowed us to share from his fountain of knowledge. God bless you, sir. Chairman, NIEE. Thank you very much. We also recognize the National Treasurer.
Please. Let her come here.
Ma, please, you're invited to the podium. We also recognize the National Treasurer of NIEE and the Permanent Secretary, Office of Political, Legislative and Civic Engagement in Lagos State, Engineer Mrs. Abiola Koshebe, LPON, FNSC, FNICE, NIEE, That's Mama Koshebe for you. Thank you very much for joining us, ma'am. The Special Advisor to the Governor, the Minister of the Environment and Water Resources, Mr. Olakule Rotimi Akobi.
The National President, Engineer Mrs. Margaret Mutala, then Engineer Odukoya, that's the immediate past chairman of NICE, correct? Thank you. Our incoming chairman, Engineer Olawale. By the time I came in contact with him, he encouraged me to come back and he put me through the process. Today, I am now a member of the Nigerian Society of Engineers. Still a baby though, just a member. Thank you, sir. So I want to say much. Sorry, perhaps I will meet somebody or someone. I apologize. It's not intentional. I need to also quickly attend. We're having the program for swearing program for the newly appointed PS, and we all need to be there. My colleagues are there, and I can see my phone ringing. Trying to know where I am right now. So please, I am encouraged coming back into the fold of engineers. When we were in school studying engineering, I always knew engineering is not a field for faint-hearted. You need to be purposeful, you need to be deliberate, you need to know what you want. You need to know why you want to study engineering. Else, can't survive the tide. So for everyone that is in this room, I again want to say congratulations for surviving the odds and for doing the needful for this country. Like our guest speaker has said, we need to look inward. Looking inward will mean that our engineers must come up to provide solutions, and not just providing solutions, to actually walking the talk, ensuring that we don't rely on foreign support for issues or challenges that are engineering in nature, and that we can, of course, get solution to if we look inward. There's need to encourage our engineers. There's need for the government to look in the direction of their prayers, so that once those prayers are met, obviously, magic begins to come into the scene. I want to thank everyone for coming, and I want to congratulate my brother for this new height you have attained. It's no joke. There are thousands and thousands of engineers out there that you will be leading, and many of them are equally taught in wisdom, in knowledge. They are deep, and you leading them obviously is a big challenge, because they want to come up with their own opinion in terms of managing mature and qualified minds. It's not a joke. So I will only pray that God, in His infinite mercies, will honor you with the wisdom required, the knowledge, and the calm required to lead at that level of task. Once again, thank you so much, and God bless you.
Thank you very much, sir. ISA. Mr. The family of Adedire and Oguyemi.
You're most welcome. She is the first female ex-president that the world ever had in Nigeria. We have the international chairman, Engineer Sheson Moses Okoya, my mentor, and I know that I can't be a member of NIA without honesty, because they actually showed up the cards. Thank you very much. If I continue, then I'm sure I will not do the assignment of being given. So I want to stand on all other existing protocols so that I can have our engineer all the way. In 2004, I was about to register for my NSC, and I called Engineer Okoya. So, I'm set now to register for my NSC. And he said, okay, there's only one man you can meet, and that'll do everything that you need, and I will decide on that. And that's not that man, the person I'm going to read the citation today. A round of applause. I know you can start counting, this man is just 10 years. So, I'll go with the citation. Engineer Nureni Adegboyega, MNSC, FNIE, was born in Ayeyemoro, Olofin, Otigun compound in ancient town of Ile-Ife, Oyo State, Osun State, 1969, to late Pa Lawal Adereti Ogunyemi, an Islamic scholar and university civil servant, and also to Alaja Selimot Agbegbe, Abegbe, apologies for that. Oguyemi, a tailor and a trader Nurini Adeboyega Obuyemi attended Ansarudin Primary School, Ogbonlagbara, Ile-Ife, 1975 to 1981. He then proceeded to Community High School, Ondo Road, Ile-Ife, 1980 to 1985 for his secondary education before completing it with St. Peter's African Church Grammar School, Omiokun, Ile-Ife, 1986. He proceeded to the Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, Osun State, where he backed a bachelor's degree in civil engineering, 1997 to 1996/1997. His working experience, engineer Eni Uyeni, after serving his fatherland during NYSC between 1997 1998, he joined Nairobi Nursery and Primary School, now called Larawe, Ikorodu, where he supervised various building projects embarked upon by the school between 1998 till 2000. Engineer Uyemi later moved to Oxford International High School, Iperuremo, Ogun State, for the supervision of construction of the school perimeter fence, year 2000 to year 2001. Baba Ogun, as fondly called, joined the Lagos State Civil Service on 1st November 2001 and served meritoriously till date. He served in the following positions. He started as an executive engineer to Etiosa and Ikoyi stormwater drainage maintenance projects. He moved over to the position of the executive engineer 1, Kushofe, stormwater drainage maintenance projects. Then became a resident engineer with Agege, Kushofe, and Shomolu local government areas for flood compliance and stormwater drainage projects. He was one of the team members that designed the famous Shomolu Canal, named System 2 Permanent Channel. He later rose to the position of the coordinator for Apapa, Ajeromi, Ifelodun, Ikeja, and Muwodofin, etc. for both drainage maintenance and construction projects. He is presently an assistant director at the Office of Drainage Services and Water Resources, Ministry of Environment and Water Resources. And by the special grace of God, in some couple of months, he shall attain the position of a Deputy Director, Lagos State Government. Courses attended with date. He has traveled far and wide, and first of which is the International Seminar and Workshop on Technologies for Municipal Clean and Wastewater Infrastructure, Munich, Bavaria, Germany. I know if they are Germans here, they will say I didn't pronounce it well. So, from between the 18th and 29th of September 2006, he attended a workshop on effective supervision and management of engineering projects April 2005. He attended a workshop on training of maintenance facilities managers March 2007. He had a workshop on capacity development for the officials of the Office of Drainage Services, Ministry of Environment, March 2009. He attended a training on solar energy and biomass technological transfer service, Munich, Kravana State, Germany, September 25th to the 7th of October 2009. He has also been trained on effective project management in August 2010 and attended Management Strategy for PCU and Components Executive Agency Staff 2009. He also attended a training on e-waste management in Nigeria, challenges and prospects in 2011. I move over to his professional qualification. Engineer Ogunyemi is a member of several professional bodies as follows. Member of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, a registered civil engineer with the Council for the Regulation of Engineering in Nigeria, CORE, and he has attained the most prestigious position as the Fellow of the Nigerian Institution of Environmental Engineers. He has several awards, and he had the award as of Outstanding Services to the Nigerian Institution of Environmental Engineers 2005. And he had an award of Outstanding Contribution and Performance in 2013. Engineer Nureni Adegboyega is a member of NASFAT Yanopaja branch and has served the branch at various capacities, e.g. Building and Project Committee. He is happily married to his heartthrob, Alaja Kafilat Olabisi, and they are blessed with children. Join me in welcoming the 14th National Chairman of the Nigerian Institution of Environmental